rupee point forward that Maria raised, and also the flip side would be a trade-off. You as a professional economist know this, but for the benefit of our viewers, there is obviously a trade-off between export competitiveness and lower input costs. If we are to become a manufacturing hub of the kind that we aspire to be, import costs will also feed in and distort the equation. Is there a trade-off point, and do you think this is the time, this is the level that perhaps we have reached trade-off?
No, I don't think so. I think if I understand your question correctly, at what point the rupee level becomes negative? Because
you wouldn't call a level. That's why I didn't put it to you that way.
No. I mean, so it is very difficult to be precise about a number, a numerical value there. Say at this point, the rupee becomes more of a negative, a weaker rupee becomes negative because it raises the import cost more than it incentivizes better exports. That is not possible to say so. But in general, the work we have done in the econometric work, and we're showing it in the survey, that on balance, India actually benefits from a weaker rupee, considering the kind of manufacturing competitiveness we have. So the answer, therefore, is because when a currency becomes weaker, naturally imports become costlier. Yes, unavoidable imports will become, therefore, costlier. To that extent, it's a burden. But unavoidable imports are relatively, crude oil, fertilizer, some essential base metals, gold, etc. Gold is not, you wouldn't call it essential import.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a consumption item in some sense, but it's not an essential import. Those becomes expensive, and to the extent it discourages gold buying, probably it's not a bad thing from a macro perspective.
And our sovereign gold bond scheme didn't give us the results that we had hoped to in terms of replacing gold imports and reducing them.
There are a lot of cultural and behavioral reasons why, historically we have been a country which experienced a 6 to 7% inflation rate, and therefore people, and there are also cultural reasons, attachment to gold, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And monetizing gold, there are a lot of ideas are being floated, but it's not easy because people want to have the assurance that they will get back the gold that they actually exchange.
How far should we be prepared for the rupee to depreciate further?
It's a very difficult question to answer because it can turn on a dime, as they say. I mean, so the rupee.
Yeah, if the US deal happens, you will say reverse.
Exactly. So I don't think it is appropriate on our part, because what we say also influences expectations. Therefore, I shouldn't be talking loosely about, okay, rupee depreciation can go up to X percentage or Y percentage. I think that is very difficult also. Because what is happening today isn't only unique to the Indian rupee. It's happening to many other emerging market currencies.
It's the dollar.
So I don't think we should be overly concerned at this point, because it is a global phenomenon. And right now, the net cost benefits are in our favor of a weaker rupee. Yes, and we have ample foreign exchange reserves. And we are diversifying our export destinations. So we are doing all the right things, and therefore we should be a little bit calmer about the rupee era.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.